First News with Keeler in the morning on WIBX and WIBX950.com.
Let's get an update from Bob Mortis. He is, of course, from the Munson Williams Proctor Arts Institute.
Yeah.
Bob, good morning. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, Bill.
So, Big Ten, it shows that there's some normalcy. Certainly it's going to be a different weekend this year, but you guys are coming back with your art show.
Yeah, it took us some time to reach that decision, and we did push the dates out a little bit to give us some extra time for planning. But once the CDC mandates were updated and New York State adopted those and some changes to the other guidelines went into effect, we felt comfortable in that we could do a festival again, maybe not to the full scale that we've always done in the past, but we will have something, and especially the cornerstone of the show, which is the Sidewalk Art Show.
That Sidewalk Art Show, it shows you the photography and the artwork that the adults and students are able to put together right from this area. It's really unbelievably impressive.
We have some wonderfully talented people in this community, and one of the main reasons we decided that we wanted to move forward this year was to celebrate with those talented artists in our community and invite them to share their work with the public.
By the way, do you have any artwork there that is invisible? Because it just happened in over in Europe. Artist Salvatore Garou sold the very first ever invisible sculpture, which sold for 15,000 euros. There's nothing there except for your imagination.
Do you guys have room for that on your showroom floor?
Would you have room?
Well, if you've ever walked into our sculpture court and seen it completely empty, that's filled with our invisible sculpture.
I see. That's awesome.
So I hope you enjoy that. There's some really talented people in that collection.
Yes.
And the trouble is that, when you're trying to get across this sculpture court and you trip over an invisible sculpture, you don't really know what you've done there. And the gallery guards tend to get upset.
And God forbid somebody wants to sue over it. I mean, come on,
Walk
people.
with caution. Is there
they don't have a case.
The case is invisible.
Yeah.
You're right.
Is there a special insurance policy that you have at the museum for that?
Yes, but that too is invisible, so I can't tell you what it says.
All right. Well, listen, we actually, I did a story the other day about 5 things that you can do despite the fact that the weather might be horrible this weekend. Munson Williams was on the list. And what do you guys, what are you promoting right now that people could take advantage of going into this Memorial Day weekend?
Well, our permanent collection is on display, and we are getting ready to start a new show in a couple of weeks. So there's some galleries that have been cleared to load in some new artwork. But everything from our permanent collection is always available for viewing for free. Right now, we're still requiring visitors to wear masks inside the building, but when it comes time to roll around for the festival, it'll be on the honor system based on the CDC guidelines.
Got it. Okay. And if what's the policy this year in terms of artists, local artists getting involved in the Sidewalk Show?
It's the same as it's always been. It's local artists from approximately a 40-mile radius, and they can find the entry form on our website at mwpai.org. Print that out. Fill out the information regarding your artwork submission and drop those off. There are 2 days coming up, July 9th and 10th, when we'll be accepting the submissions for the Sidewalk Show.
Okay. And is your movie series, the film series, back up and running?
Film series has been up and running for about 2 months.
Okay, where have I been?
Doing very well.
Yeah. All right.
We've had to obviously stick with the capacity limitations for unvaccinated folks, which limits how many people we can fit in there. But every show for the past few weeks has been filling to the capacity allowed. All
right, and oftentimes some great films that you would not get to see otherwise. Monaski.
I'll just mention I shared this sentiment when we put this story up on our Facebook page yesterday that the art show was going on. It wasn't canceled like so many other things. Carol commented, "Finally, some good news," and that's exactly how I felt. It's like, yes, we can celebrate that this isn't being canceled.
Yeah.
We're glad for that. We were very excited when we heard things like the state fair and county fairs to go forward, and for a non-ticketed outdoor event, we can abide by all the guidelines required for us, as long as we, of course, encourage people to social distance. And if you feel comfortable wearing a mask outdoors, you're welcome to do that. Vaccinated people, of course, wouldn't have to. But we're going to do everything we can to keep everybody as healthy and safe as possible.
And my wife is a huge fan of the cafe, which is very popular with Patrick O'Connor and.
Oh, yeah.
What a great place to eat outdoors, especially on the Cafe Terrace. The menu's wonderful, and they're doing quite a business there almost every day of the week.
All right, good stuff, Bob. Glad we could catch up on all this. Thank you so much.
Great. Thanks for having me, Bill.
All right, have a great day.
You too.
Summer Arts Festival is back on. That's one more example of our trek back into normalcy. As I said, the headline that I read this morning that probably put it best. This is the beginning of the end of the American pandemic. God, let's hope so.